I'm sitting here thinking to myself, bitch, you just lost your virginity and it took 7 seconds. Like, pause. Brian looks good every day. Let's not even go there. But I'm still ratchet royalty, okay? Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to all you beautiful people out there in the world, and welcome back to my channel. First off, I just want to say happy LGBT History Month to all my fellow, LGBTQIA plus community. Also, shout out to Billie Eilish for not promoting this video, but because I love this shirt and I just decided to wear it today. As talked about, y'all, I'm going to give y'all my first time story. It was one recommended, but also I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it because y'all been asking for it, but at the same time, I said I would do it because y'all got me to a certain amount of subscribers, and I was like, all right, let me do it. They was loyal, let me do it. So we bringing back story times. Because it's the intimate story time, I'm back in the intimate space. I'm back in my motherfucking bedroom, so welcome. And we back on the same old bullshit, y'all. Y'all know I had to bring back the drinking. I'm drinking again, yes. I'm fucking drinking again. Today I got Pinot Grigio, so if you want some of this Pinot, let me know. Shout out to Issa Rae. If you know, you know, period. So I already poured it before, the video started. Before I start this story, I just want to say to my teen LGBTQIA plus members, do not ever feel rushed by anyone to do anything sexually that you do not want to do. Now let's get started. Let's get into it. All right, so. I gotta take my pre-sip. What was I thinking? All right, so it began when one of my best friends basically introduced me to this this gay app that will remain unnamed. Yeah. So most black gay men know it, but some other people do. Damn shit. K Michelle is currently on it, apparently, but my best friend introduced me to this app, and me and another friend of ours, apparently, I guess the other friend knew this guy, but we didn't know like what it was giving. So one day all three of us goes to this man's house on terms of our other friend because he knew that person, was talking to that person, and it was just weird. So after that, we got there, y'all. This man was looking fine, in my opinion. Mind you, y'all, at that time I was like 17. Yeah, I was like 17. So I was just like, oh, this man's cute. Okay, whatever. Da-da-da-da. He was muscular. He was a little like light. He wasn't light skinned. He was more like brown, but not dark skinned, But I was like, okay. And we was just all sitting there, and it was awkward because he was in his house and we was young, and he was like, he wasn't hella older. It was just like, this is like a weird dynamic. Like, what the fuck is it giving? So after a little bit, he just started complimenting us, and then he looked at me and was like, it's something about you though. Like, cause he said my friends are cute, but he was like, it's something about you though. And I was just like, what? Like, he was like, you look real exotic. Y'all. Like, as a black person, hearing that in general, even if it's from another black person, it's like, exotic. What is exotic? But then again, it could be a compliment to some. And at that time, it felt like a compliment, but at the same time, I was still questioning, like, what do you mean exotic, my guy? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bruh? So he was like, yeah, you look exotic. And I was like, thank you, whatever. So fast forward, we ain't do nothing. Nobody did nothing that night. We all went the fuck home. We kikied about that shit, whatever. As time elapses, of course, I'm still on this fucking app. This motherfucker finds me and blowing up my fucking messages. Like, blowing my messages the fuck up. I'm like, bruh, can you calm the fuck down? Like, he will always be like, hey babe, like, when we gonna link, when we gonna do that, yada da whoop de whoop. Like, I'm just like, sir. Mind you, at this time, again, obviously I'm a fucking virgin, so I'm like, I don't be doing all of that. Like, I may give you a little, but I ain't doing all of that. Like, let's be honest. Like, yeah, So, but I wasn't even interested in doing that at the time. So again, time is going on. He keep blowing me out. I'm just like, bruh, like, this is stupid. So I turned 18. I turned 18. I'm still ignoring this motherfucker. I'm enjoying my 18th birthday. I'm happy. I'm like, y'all, I got into the college of my dreams. I'm like, I'm about to go to LA in the fall. Like, I was excited. I was like, y'all, like, I graduated high school. I'm going to college in LA. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna be la 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 la, whoop-de-whoop. But then I thought about it. Stupid. And I was like, I don't want to go to LA a virgin. That's stupid. You know? Like, I was like, I don't want to go to LA a virgin. Like, that's pointless. So I was just like, because I'm like, if you go to LA, like, it's LA. Like, young Ryan, y'all, don't judge. I was like, it's LA though. Like, people living la vida loca. Like, they having fun. Like, I want to go to LA and turn up. Like, I want to be bust down Tatiana type shit. Like, but I was like, you know, nobody's going to want to mess with a virgin. So that's my whole outlook, which was a terrible outlook at the time. I've grown. I've matured. But yeah, I was just like, okay, this man keep hitting me up. I do find him attractive, but I'm not trying to give him play because he feel like he for everybody, like, type shit. And it really felt like that, y'all. And like I told y'all in previous videos, if you remember, I lost my virginity to a scammer. And we're gonna get that, we're gonna get into that in a moment. So, this motherfucker hit me up one time. And it was like probably a little after my birthday and graduation. It was probably around, it was around August of that year, I remember. Oh my gosh, I remember this like yesterday. It was August, and I was like, bruh, my friends are going to college, because my school started later than everybody else's. Like, I went to a school that started in fucking October. So it was just like, okay, I gotta wait, and my friends are all leaving to go to school, and I was like, all right, I'll see y'all, blah, blah, blah. So my friends are getting ready, packed up and leaving, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go see this man. Y'all leaving, so I'm gonna go see this man. And they're like, all right, well, go have fun, like, do you. I'm like, all right. So he's like, all right, well, take the train. I'll meet you at the train, and we can go to my house. And I'm like, cool. Y'all, I did not know this man was DL. That's my first fuck up. I said to that. First off, this man never established he was DL. He gave very much so I don't give a fuck what nobody think, I'm me type energy. So I was just like, oh, okay, cool. But like, it wasn't given that. So we on the motherfucking train. I meet him on the train, and this motherfucker lives in Mondawmin. First off, those who know, because I told you I'm from Baltimore, those who know Mondawmin, you know Mondawmin. Like, you know Mondawmin. If you've been to Mondawmin, you know Mondawmin. Okay? And I used to live in that area. Like, I'm from West Baltimore, so I know that area. But it's like, bruh. So we get off the train, and he texts me. Like, we was like sitting next to each other on the train, so I didn't think nothing of it. But he was being real cool for real. But when we got off the train, he was like, stupidest shit ever. Embarrassed. I embarrassed the fuck out of myself, y'all. He was like, I'm gonna walk on this side of the street and you follow me on the other side of the street. And I was like, what? Like, that don't make no sense. Not thinking. 17-year-old or 18 at the time now. 18-year-old Ryan was just like, is he DL? Like, what the fuck? And I was just like, you know what? I'm already here. I'm gonna be stupid and follow this motherfucker on the other side of the street. It was giving very much so DL. Like, yo, he was walking on the one side. Like, can you imagine? Y'all know the two sidewalks. Oh, I sounded Baltimore as fuck. The two sidewalks. One right here, one right here. I am walking this way, and he is walking on this side, and his house is on that side up there. And I'm just like, bruh. So then when he finally gets close to his house, I see where he lives. He was like, okay, now you can cross the street, da da da. And he gets in to his house, and then he texts me, and yo, he was like, come through the back door. I was like, Ryan, are you really doing this right now? Like, you are demeaning yourself, and you still gonna get this motherfucker some ass. Like, you are demeaning the fuck out of yourself. Like, what the fuck is happening to you right now? So I was just like, what the fuck, bruh? Like, so yeah, y'all, you guessed it. I went through the back door. And y'all, it wasn't like it was a scary back door. It was just like, it was a fucking back door. Like, why am I not coming through your front door? Like, that's why I'm saying I'm ratchet royalty. Like, you gotta own that. You gotta own it, and I owned it. I didn't have it at that time, but I own it now, okay? But came through the back door. We went up to his room or whatever, and I don't think he even lived with anybody. I think he just said he had a landlord that was like in the area, and then he didn't want the landlord to find out like he was yeah. So he was like, just in case he come by. And I was just like, bruh, whatever. Anyway, So we get up to his room, and after all of that, like, as a Gemini, I was already, because I've always been, if you know me, I've always been like a type of person, like like my facial expression will tell it all. Like, it will. So y'all, let me put this down. I was literally, when we got there, he was like, you can sit down. I sat on he had this like little couch next to his bed. He was like, you can sit on my bed with me. And I was like, on some fucking New York shit. Like, I was just like, bruh, like, I don't even want to be here now, like, and I'm here, so now what we gonna do? Like, he kept talking, he was like, so what's up with you, like, you came over here, like, da-da-da-da, you trying to spit game, and I'm just like, bruh, like, you didn't even tell me, one, you didn't tell me you was DL, you just made me, like, fucking go through the Olympics to get in this bitch. Like, I had to go through fucking Olympics, so now, I'm just like, I don't even want to be here, but I'm like, bitch, I'm here, and I'm not trying to go to LA and Virgin, so I know why I'm here, you know why I'm here, you know why you want me here, but at the same time, I'm feeling away. So you gotta give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. So we just talking, and then we start watching TV, and he laughing, and da-da-da. I think we was watching Martin. We was watching Martin, and we was laughing and shit. Classic. So then, he like, so, like, why you going to LA? Because I told him I was going to LA. He was like, oh yeah, why you going to LA? I was like, oh, well, I'm going to school. Like, I got into college and I'm going to college. Like, he was like, oh no, you should stay here with me. Da 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 da. We could be together. I'm like, stay in Baltimore for a nigga? Like, no. Y'all don't even use that word, but that's what it was given at the time. I don't use that word anymore, but that's what it was given at the time. I want y'all to feel how 18-year-old Ryan was feeling. I was just like, for you? No. You got me fucked up. I have dreams and goals, sir. Anyway, so this motherfucker slide on over to the motherfucking couch area. Then he's like kissing on me and talking to me. I'm just like, bro, get the fuck out of my ear. Yada yada whoop de whoop. And I found out his birthday, and I found this motherfucker was a Gemini. Like, another Gemini. I'm a Gemini, so this is another Gemini. I was like, oh my gosh, you got a lot going on, motherfucker. Oh my gosh. Fast forward. It's just all replaying in my head. I hate this shit. So fast forward, we sitting there, he's still trying to be all up on me. He was like, so what's up? Like, da 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 da. And he was like, you trying to give me some head? I'm just like, I was still in a, like, I'm still trying to get over the fact that you just made me go through all of that to get in this bitch. But he pulled it out and I was like, well, it does look kind of good. So, proceeded to, you know, yeah. So, that's going on. And then, before you know it, like, he like, you know, flip a person over, you know, flip a bitch over, and then he start to, yeah. Not like groceries, though. It wasn't like groceries. He just was, I guess, doing it. And I feel like that was probably one of my first times getting ate out. Like, that was probably one of my first times getting ate out, and I wasn't really fond of it. I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, he was just making it, like, sloppy, and I was like, So then this motherfucker presumes to get a condom and was like, can we, yeah? And I was like, okay. Like, at that time, I was like, all right, let's go. Like, this is what I came to do anyway. So he gets the condom, and motherfucker gets in, takes a minute, but gets in. And then he had one of those, you know, one of those dicks that, like, are thinner at the tip and then thicker down the bottom. It was easier to go in because it was so thin at the tips. And I was like, okay, it wasn't bad. So when it went in, my first time wasn't crazy. I was like, okay. Like, it went in pretty, like, decent. And then he was just, like, pumping for a little bit. And it was just like, And I was just like, sir, like, what the fuck? And then he didn't even take his shirt off. I don't know if he had insecurities or something, but, like, it would have helped if he took his shirt off. Because, like, I was unclothed and he had everything off but a shirt. And he was like, you're just wearing a shirt? Like, anyway. But yeah, so it was just like a couple pumps and it was over. Y'all, this motherfucker got up, took the condom off, and was like, damn, that was good. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, bitch, you just lost your virginity and it took 7 seconds. Like,
I don't like that.
What the fuck? And I was just thinking to myself, I was like, this is what the black gays are raving about? Like, this is the sex that black gays be raving about? Because I don't want no parts. Like, what is this? I was like, no. I waited all this time for this? Like, are you serious? 18 years. I waited 18 years. Like, my friends was going ham in high school, and I was just like, no, I don't do that. I don't smoke. I don't have sex. I'm good. Like, I'm chilling. Da 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 da. Like, you know? Like, I waited 18 years for that shit. And it was whack as fuck. Like, it was so fucking pointless, y'all. Y'all have no fucking idea. So then after, he's still talking all of that, like, yeah, that was so good. Like, we gotta be together. Like, we gotta get that all the time. Like, you can't leave to LA. You gotta stay with me. And I'm just like, you think that was, boy? Like, I was just so flabbergasted. Like, what the fuck do you think this is? Like, first of all, I'm not staying for you. Fuck that shit. But, no, Anyway, child, that was my first time. That was my first time bottoming. So that was an experience. After that, I went back to the fucking train. I walked back to the train by myself. I remember I still have pictures. I have selfies for right after I was putting on Snapchat. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, that shit was so stupid. But after that, probably a couple hours later, I lost my top virginity. So I lost both virginities in the same fucking day. Fucking hilarious. So I'm gonna just fast forward this. Hours later, it was a person that been wanting to link up for a minute as well. And I was already on the like, oh, well, I had sex already, so fuck it. I might as well keep having sex. Like, it's like once you get it, it's like you don't give a fuck. You just be going on that. And I get it now. Once people lose their virginity, they just be going on a little fuck fest. But I was like, all right, well, I already had sex. Let me have sex with this person. It's been a minute. So I was like, all right, I meet up to this person. He didn't live too far from me either. So when I pulled up, we sitting there, like, just talking. Real chill vibes, actually. It was real chill vibes. Like, he's cool. And we was watching, like, Netflix, of course, the Netflix and chill vibe. And after a while, he started, like, just being like, oh, okay, can I give you head? And I was like, all right, well, yeah. So he started giving me head. Then, fast forward, he like, all right, well, what you want to do? And I was like, yeah, we can, yeah. And he was like, all right, bet. I did not know this man was not prepared. He did not establish that he was not prepared. So, yeah. We began, and within 5 minutes of me just, he paints. And if you don't remember my last couple of videos where I just like defined what painting was, I'm gonna re-put it right here for you. I'm re-put it right here. But yeah, he painted, and I was just like, bruh, like, what is gay sex? Like, this all happened in one day, and I'm just like, what is gay sex at this point? Like, motherfucker, I can't do this. Like, I can't bottom, I can't top, because these tops, they not lasting, and these bottoms, they not clean. So what's going on? Like, somebody tell me. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. But I realized, like, it's not always like that. As time went along, I got older and, you know, experienced more. And I was like, okay, well, it's not always like this, and I get it. I was a little mortified because it's my first time topping. I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh my gosh. Like, as the first time experiencing that, I was like, okay, I get it. But it was just like, bruh, like, luckily I said I work on always. And I was just like, bruh, like, it was on the condom, and then it got on his bed. Luckily, it wasn't in my house or anything that's mine. It was just like, okay, cool. I was like, you deal with that. I was like, can you take this condom off? Like, he took it off like a little, what's the name, a little wet towel. And I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head out. SpongeBob, I mean, I'm gonna head out. So, after that, I went to my friend's house because he lived close to me as well. And he was like right by there. And we just talked about my day. It was two of my friends, actually. We just talked about my day. They was both packing for college. And I was just like, y'all, like, I don't know, like, how y'all do this shit? Like, all my friends are more experienced than me at the time. So I was just, I don't know how y'all do this shit. This shit is like a lot. Like, it's a lot. Like, prepping and now knowing what I know, like, you have to prep to bottom. And honestly, you have to prep to top. Like, I don't give a fuck what you say. Like, you have to have good hygiene. Like, cause he was a little sweaty before walking in the sun. And I ain't say nothing, but that motherfucker was not fully ready. And it was just like, you gotta be ready regardless. So hygiene, my fellow gay people, hygiene, or people in general, when you having sex, bitch, hygiene is important. Like, please, do not have nobody suffering from your poor hygiene. And you trying to sit here and bust it down Tatiana, whether it's topping, bottoming, I don't give a fuck what you doing. Like, no. But, y'all, it was, I need a drink. It was an experience, to say the least. And from there, obviously, I lost both in one day. And that's how I realized I was really averse, because I enjoy both. I do equally enjoy both. But I enjoy both when the person is hygienic and it's longer than 10 minutes. Yeah. All in all, I say, don't feel rushed by any means. By any fucking means, okay? Don't ever feel rushed, y'all. Like, please don't. I pushed myself because I was coming to LA and I was living in like a whole, like, I don't want to lose my virginity and I don't want to be a virgin in LA, da da da, like, cause I was like, it's LA, like, but now I'm like, And then when I got to LA in college, I was busting down Tatiana, like, for real, because my experience was like, yeah. So, yeah, but over time it got better. I got experience, I got older, I got wiser, I got mature. So now I know more things than I knew. So yeah, y'all, that is my first time story, both top and bottom, because they happened in the same fucking day. Literally within, don't judge me, literally probably within the same 5 hours. Literally. Because I was with him like later in the afternoon, and then I went to that person like a little at night, and it wasn't even late night. It was probably like 8 or 9, 10, like, so, yeah. Pause, y'all, my bad. I was about to finish the story in the video before I realized I didn't even give y'all the most important part. The scammer part. That's the fucking craziest part of it all. Why not give y'all that part? So, after I go to college, it's probably been a couple months, maybe like 3 or so months, and I hear like this news story basically saying like, oh, guy met guy on gay social app, and guy robs other guy type shit. And I was just like, what the fuck? And like, it was all over Baltimore. Like, it was Baltimore news. And one of my friends sent it to me. And I was just like, that is crazy. They was like, yeah, because they met on that app. So I was just like, that's fucking insane. Like, you gotta watch who you go to. Like, that's why you gotta talk to people, get to know people before you just be going to their house. I look up the info and it was this motherfucker's name. Like, I literally Googled it and it was this motherfucker's name. And I kept scrolling. I was like, oh my gosh. This man, he literally finessed this man, met this man, robbed this man of all the shit. Not all the shit in his house, but he stole his jewelry, he stole money, and all this other shit. And I was like, damn. Now imagine if I had stuff and he came to my shit. Like, luckily I went to his shit. The circumstances weren't good, but it was just like, bruh, this is some ghetto ass shit. Like, I was like, let me not even have no affiliation with this man. And y'all, even then, he tried to low key hit me up during my freshman year of college, and I was like, Block, I can't do this no more. Like, I'm not about to play with you. Like, he kept trying to talk to me after that, and I was just like, bruh, Like, I didn't saw the news line. I already didn't cut you off. I'm good. Like, you went down as my first, but no. Especially because then I told him I was a virgin. And he was like, why do you even tell me? And I was like, wouldn't it have made a difference? Would it have made a fucking difference? Not a damn difference. You still would have fucked. So what's the difference? I was like, I ain't pressed over you. And they always say virgins be pressed over the first person. I am not pressed over that man. I have not thought about that man ever since that encounter, honestly. But after I found out that he was a scammer, I was like, okay, gotta go. Yeah, you a thief. You be robbing people. The fuck? Anyways, continue. That was my first time. I hope everyone else's first time was a little better than that. Yeah, I know a lot of people have different first times and funny ass first times, but I don't wish none of that on nobody. Like, I don't wish none of that on nobody. Like, oh my gosh. And I know a lot of people usually have, especially gay people, they usually have their first times either like deciding if they're gonna top or bottom in different increments. The fact that mine happened in one day, it was just like, oh, so you real. Okay, you going for it. Show a fuck did. I sure did. And don't give a fuck. And don't.
You just snatched it off on camera like
I sure did.
and don't give a fuck.
And don't.
But anyway, y'all, your boy has been getting over his depression. He's getting back in the swing of things, and I'm coming back for all of this shit. Y'all haven't been reposting my videos or nothing. Like, I just been like, all right, I'm posting and y'all gonna watch. Like, I love the support. I love all of that. Like, I'm just being me. I'm not even trying to be fucking monetized, to be honest, because I feel like I curse too much. I be drinking, I be talking. Like, I honestly just do it for myself and y'all entertainment. That's pretty much it, because I just like to entertain. I'm not here for the money, honestly. I'm chilling. But all in all, hope you enjoyed my story. Please comment, like, or subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell them how funny I'm is. Like the fuck, comment, let me know how funny I'm is. Like it, repost, follow me. I put my freaking info in the freaking bio all the time, the caption, whatever you gonna call it. So yeah, follow me. That's all. Always remember, if your crown ever falls, pick it up and learn that lesson. Peace, love, and blessings. This is Royalty Rye, and he says goodbye.